If you're thinking of pushing a Taurus too far, think again. They may seem calm, but their patience has limits. Tauruses are known for their stability, loyalty, and unshakable calm. They are the rock of the zodiac, grounding those around them with their dependability and practicality. But don't mistake their composed exterior for weakness. Beneath the surface lies a person who feels deeply, values trust and loyalty above almost everything, and has a quiet but unyielding strength. A Taurus may forgive once or twice if someone crosses a boundary, but repeated disrespect or carelessness can awaken a side of them that is firm, silent, and unyielding. Their reactions may not always be loud or dramatic, but they are intense, deliberate, and lasting. They notice patterns, remember details, and rarely forget how they were treated. To navigate life with a Taurus successfully, you must understand their boundaries, their values, and what truly matters to them. Here are 10 things you should never say or do to a Taurus. Do any of these, and you risk losing their trust, respect, or even their presence in your life. 1. You're too stubborn. Stubbornness is the defining trait of Taurus. It's part of who they are, their way of standing by their beliefs, their plans, and their loved ones. Telling a Taurus that they're stubborn is like telling the sun not to shine. They rarely respond well to it, and pointing it out will often make them dig in even further. If you want a Taurus to see your perspective, subtlety is key. Instead of confrontation, offer gentle reasoning, patience, and understanding. They respond far better to respect than to criticism. And remember, a Taurus's stubbornness isn't about ego, it's a reflection of their dedication to what they care about. 2. Why do you care so much about money? Tauruses value financial stability, comfort, and security. They aren't greedy, they're practical and grounded. They work hard to create a life that allows them to enjoy comforts, beauty, and peace of mind. Criticizing them for being materialistic or careful with their resources is likely to offend them deeply. To a Taurus, wealth and possessions aren't just about luxury, they're about creating a stable, nurturing environment for themselves and those they love. Questioning their values in this area can make them defensive and distant. Moreover, they often take pride in earning and managing their resources, so undermining that sense of accomplishment can feel deeply personal. 3. You're too slow. Taurus is deliberate, thoughtful, and methodical. They like to take their time to ensure things are done right. Rushing them or mocking their pace is not only ineffective, it's irritating. They are not lazy, they are careful, selective, and intentional with their actions. Instead of pressuring them, recognize the value in their methodical approach. Patience and understanding go a long way in maintaining harmony with a Taurus. After all, their slow pace is often what ensures long-term stability and quality in whatever they do. 4. Stop being so possessive. Tauruses are deeply loyal and form strong attachments. Some might label them possessive, but it's really a reflection of their desire for security and consistency in relationships. They invest themselves fully in people and situations that matter to them. Calling them possessive often hurts their feelings and can create friction. It's better to acknowledge their loyalty and demonstrate that it's reciprocated, rather than challenging their attachment. When a Taurus trusts you, they will go to great lengths to support and protect you, which is why their protectiveness should be seen as a strength, not a flaw. 5. You care too much about pleasures. Tauruses enjoy the pleasures of life, good food, cozy surroundings, beautiful experiences, and personal indulgence. This isn't frivolity, it's how they nurture themselves and maintain balance. Criticizing their appreciation for comfort or luxury dismisses an essential part of their personality. For a Taurus, indulging in life's pleasures is an important expression of self-care and enjoyment. It's also their way of showing love to others. Sharing a meal, creating a beautiful environment, or gifting meaningful items comes naturally to them. 6. You're lazy. It's a common misconception that Tauruses are lazy. In reality, they are highly motivated when it comes to the things that truly matter. Their slow or relaxed approach often gives the impression of laziness, but they're selective with their energy and focus on what they value most. Calling them lazy is insulting, especially because they are extremely hardworking, loyal, and dedicated when it counts. If you want them to engage fully, align your requests with their values and priorities. For instance, they will invest time and effort in a meaningful project or relationship, but they won't waste energy on trivial or meaningless demands. 7. Why can't you just let it go? Persistence is a defining feature of Taurus. Once they commit, whether to a goal, a relationship, or a project, they rarely abandon it. Telling them to let go or move on may make them feel misunderstood or dismissed. Instead of pushing them to release what they care about, offer support and understanding. Recognize that their tenacity is part of their core identity and a trait to be admired rather than criticized. Their dedication often means they can achieve things that others would give up on, and trying to rush them or dismiss their efforts will only frustrate both parties. 8. Betraying their trust. Trust is sacred to a Taurus. They don't open up easily, and when they do, it's a sign of deep respect and emotional investment. Breaking that trust, whether through lies, betrayal, or secrecy, can have lasting consequences. A Taurus will forgive only once or twice, if at all. Remembering a betrayal is natural for them, they are cautious and slow to let people back into their inner circle. Their loyalty is earned over time and should never be taken for granted. Once broken, a Taurus is more likely to quietly step away than to confront aggressively, but their absence will be felt immediately. 9. You're overreacting. Tauruses may seem calm, but their emotions run deep. Calling them an overreactor diminishes their feelings and makes them feel invalidated. This can create tension and distance in relationships. The better approach is empathy. Listen to their perspective, acknowledge their feelings, and offer thoughtful responses. Dismissing or mocking them only pushes them further into themselves. They value honesty and understanding, and responding with patience will strengthen the connection instead of damaging it. 10. Testing their patience. Patience is a Taurus's virtue, but it is not infinite. Constantly ignoring boundaries, taking advantage of their generosity, or pushing them repeatedly will eventually break their calm exterior. Once a Taurus reaches their limit, they withdraw, silently, decisively, and often permanently. They do not need to raise their voice to make a point, their actions speak louder than words. Testing a Taurus repeatedly will reveal a quiet but undeniable power, one that prioritizes self-respect and stability above all else. Tauruses are the rock of the zodiac, steadfast, reliable, and deeply loving. They nurture, protect, and provide stability for themselves and others. Their patience, loyalty, and practicality make them invaluable in relationships, work, and friendships. However, they are not invincible. Disrespect their boundaries, dismiss their values, or betray their trust, and you will see the quiet but unyielding strength of a Taurus who has had enough. To keep a Taurus in your life, respect their pace, value their loyalty, honor their choices, and never underestimate their quiet determination. Push too far, and the consequences may be subtle but permanent, a silent withdrawal that speaks louder than any argument ever could. With patience, understanding, and genuine respect, a Taurus will reward you with loyalty, love, and reliability that few other signs can match. They are slow to anger, but once provoked, their response is lasting, a reminder that peace-loving Taurus is never to be underestimated.